Welcome to the latest world news. Ukrainian troops know all too well the impact F-16s could have on Russian forces. They are suffering the same from Russian jets now. Hurricane Hillary prompts historic tropical storm warning for California as Southwest braces for dangerous rain, flooding. Gulf Coast officials are scrambling to prepare for two weather disasters to combine in deadly fashion. Migrants camping in New York City bring a crisis into focus. The line wrapped around two city blocks. Dozens of desperate asylum seekers outside the Roosevelt Hotel in New York, waiting to be processed. The Roosevelt, the city's intake center in Manhattan, was overwhelmed by an influx of migrants. People would spend all day in the sweltering sun and then sleep on the sidewalk at night. Australia's fairy tale home Women's World Cup ends in defeat to Sweden in third-place playoff. It has been a history-making, game-changing Women's World Cup for Australia, but the Matildas' participation in the tournament ended in a 2-0 defeat to Sweden in the third-place playoff on Saturday. Inside the White House response to the Maui wildfires, scientists raced to understand highly mutated coronavirus variant spotted in 4 countries, including the U.S. The new variant, called BA.2.86 and nicknamed Parola by variant hunters on social media, has more than 30 amino acid changes to its spike protein compared with its next closest ancestor, the BA.2 subvariant of Omicron, according to Dr. Jesse Bloom, who studies viral evolution at the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Center in Seattle. Olive oil is in trouble as extreme heat and drought push the industry into crisis. The scorching temperatures that have swept southern Europe this summer are not only claiming lives and priming the land for devastating wildfires. They're also very bad news for olive trees, with olive oil industry experts warning of skyrocketing prices and potential shortages. Civil war is worsening Sudan's already dire humanitarian crisis. According to the UN's International Organization for Migration, more than 4.25 million people have fled since fighting between the Sudanese army and paramilitary forces erupted in April. The agency reports more than 3.2 million people have been internally displaced, while more than 900,000 others have escaped to neighboring countries such as Egypt, Chad, and Ethiopia. Japan's Prime Minister will visit Fukushima before wastewater is released. Japan's PM Fumio Kishida will visit the disabled nuclear power plant at Fukushima before radioactive wastewater is released into the sea. Before hundreds of protesters were killed, Egypt debated less lethal options, report says. A decade after hundreds of Egyptians were killed in a single day when security forces dispersed a sit-in protest in Cairo, a new report released by a human rights group to coincide with the anniversary of the massacre has claimed that authorities debated but ultimately rejected potentially less lethal options to break up the demonstration. The entire capital city of Canada's Northwest Territories has been ordered to evacuate as hundreds of wildfires scorched the region, officia. And that is all from the newsroom till now. Please don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching.